Hey all, back with another video and walkthrough of a fight in V Rising. This time we're fighting Ziva the Engineer. Two important takeaways is there are 4 cylinders in the arena that you can use as armor for protection from her attacks. The second is let this fight take the time it takes. Avoidance is important, so this might take twice, sometimes even 3 times as long as other fights. Now we've began the fight. You can see the 4 columns that I'm referencing. They kind of look like furnaces. I'm standing behind one now. You can use them to block her lightning gun attack, her machine gun attack, and her shotgun attack. It will not block the balls of lightning, and it will not block the fire damage. Don't worry about DPSing her while the balls of lightning are going around. Your main goal in this phase is just avoidance and keeping your distance from her and separation from those balls of lightning. She will shoot her lightning gun, as you can see, at you. If this hits you, it will stun you so that the balls will continue to do damage. Try and avoid it. She will try to predict where you're going, so you may have to use your dash. What you've seen in the last 2 attacks are her flame gun. It does go straight through the column pillars, so you can't use them as protection, but you can damage her while she's in this circle using ranged attacks. What you just saw her use was the shotgun attack. Sometimes she'll follow it up with a second shotgun attack, and what you see her using here is the machine gun. So you'll want to get behind one of those columns and stand behind it until she's done firing. Before she starts an attack, she has a chance to charge at you and then start the attack, or pull back. And what you're seeing here is her swap her weapons. I try to use this time and take advantage of it and hit her with as many things as I can. Generally a skeleton to try to keep her busy, or some type of ranged chaos attack. Right around 50% health, she'll start flying around the room and dropping pools of fire for you to avoid. They don't go away quickly, so you'll want to kite on the outer edge of the room. Give yourself room for escape and at least some mobility. While she's flying, she's also going to call 2 adds that are going to try to shoot lightning attacks at you. You'll want to try and deal with these adds as quickly as possible. You can use a spear to drag them towards you. I like to use my ranged abilities to try and take them out. There's a number of weapons that you can choose in this fight. I prefer range and to kite. The Q is also kind of cool on the crossbow because you can cast it from behind the pillar and hit them even if they're on the opposite side. Some people like using a spear for the adds because you can pull them towards you behind the column and deal with them there. Some people like the Reaper because you can drop the E and let the E kind of do its damage on them since they don't move around a ton. Either way, you want to get them killed as soon as possible because they will add up. When she's done flying, she will crash to the ground. That will give you a few moments to really lay into her. It's why I use the Chaos ultimate, because it allows me to get all 4 attacks off and hit her with a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. It's worth noting that this fight is longer, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, so you can get 2 or even 3 ultimates off during the period of this fight. Here you're going to see her use her charge ability. It's worth noting that as soon as she charges, I generally try to get distance of at least 1 column away so that I can group her and her adds, but dealing with the adds is very important, and having distance and space from her is very important as she does have many attacks that are quite painful. Another important thing that you'll see here is when she does shoot her lightning attack, if it hits you, it will stun you as I mentioned before, but when it hits a railing or an object it can't penetrate, it will ricochet into multiple directions and can still hit you off that ricochet. You can see here, even though she's vulnerable to attacks, as long as the balls of lightning are out, my most important thing is distance and continuing to kite, because this fight, as I mentioned at the beginning, should be able to take as long as it needs to, Avoidance is the most important thing in this fight, not straight damage outburst. When she does call the ads, I like to use my skeleton ability on her if possible, or on the ads, to keep one or the other busy so that I can focus my fire. The most important thing, I'll mention again, is to destroy the ads as soon as possible, because she's damaging enough. The last thing you want to do is get caught in that crossfire. They don't have many hit points, so dealing with them quickly is recommended. As we're getting towards the end of the fight, you'll see that we're 5, almost 6 minutes into this fight. Avoidance is the most important thing, and I can't stress it enough. Unload on her when she is vulnerable, deal with the ads as soon as possible, and just avoid. Kite. The blood types that a lot of people prefer are creature blood or rogue blood, because they increase your movement speed and allow you to kite more efficiently. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if the narration dictation is more helpful than just leaving the tips on the screen. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. If you'd like to see her fought with a different weapon, leave that in the comments and I'll fight her again and post that video. Thanks for watching.